Bob writes about it. Jim talks about it. But Chuck did something about it.
Foreman on a big hole across the 10. He's something else. He's out in touchdown land. He's something else, baby.
Now, here's longtime columnist Bob Sansevier, Fox 9's Jim Rich, and the great number 44,
Double 4.
Chuck Foreman.
Welcome back to the JimBob Sports Jamboree with Vikings legend Chuck Foreman, presented by 10K Construction. Jim Rich, along with the Vikings Ring of Honor member and Miami Hall of Famer Chuck Foreman, and also with us representing Experience Maple Grove, Cat Perkins. Very honored to have you with us. Thanks again for coming in.
It's my honor. I feel very out of place sitting next to Chuck here. I think he's the star.
I don't know about all that. I had my time. Now it's yours.
All right.
Okay.
Well, and you are having quite the time on the road now with Kid Rock.
Yes.
And Sturgis is next on the map, correct?
Sturgis is next. We only have 3 more stops on our tour. I'm actually really glad to be home for a couple of days so that I can gather myself for these last 3 stops. Sturgis is our last show on the tour. It'll be about 60,000 people at the Buffalo Chip, right? He knows, probably 80,000 people. It's big.
Wow.
I'll probably, my heart will be going fast.
It's crazy up there. I've been there a couple times, no doubt.
I know. You told us earlier you used to be a motorcycle guy,
Yeah,
Chuck.
I used to. And back in a while back.
I do have a rule now. I mean, this is my 20th year performing in Sturgis. It's my first year with Kid Rock out there, but It's my 20th year with my band, and I have a rule, especially working out there. Like, I have to have at least 3 wheels. Not 2.
No doubt.
I want 3.
You definitely need to have that.
At least 4 is even better.
Exactly. And air conditioning.
In air conditioning, exactly.
Exactly.
It's an interesting experience, no doubt about it.
It is.
It is.
In all walks of life.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
Lawyers, doctors,
Their
blue
alter
collar.
egos show up.
Yeah, that's very true.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Speaking of air conditioning, there is lack of air conditioning for the fans and the players when they go out to training camp.
Right.
So if you're going out, make sure you have water.
Yeah.
They have plenty of water stations out there, but that complex can get toasty out in Egan. You were out there this week.
Right.
JJ McCarthy, I'm sure you get asked 5,000 times when people come and see you. But you were able to get a glimpse of him out there. And again, we're not seeing all of practice because they close portions to the media. And I bet you could pull some strings if you wanted to watch the whole practice.
You
could.
I mean, I want to, no doubt about it. But from what I see, he's not ready to be a professional yet. He's got the tools. He's got everything in play. But why rush him? I think we got a steal of a deal. We got two quarterbacks that have, I think, great futures. And now
Sam
Darnold, he's the number 2 player off the chart when he came out of USC. He went to the New York Jets, had nothing for him, nothing to help him. He went to Carolina, had nothing to help him. And now he's here when the Vikings are starting to make some good moves first up front on the offensive line.
With Christian Darrisaw, making sure he's staying.
They got to stay healthy and all that. And if they do, I think we might see Sam Darnold have his best year. I don't think JJ, I mean, I'm not throwing him out there yet.
Okay.
I mean, I think he's got a great future. Don't misunderstand me, but why do that when I think we got a guy here that's just on the edge of taking that next step to being a really fine quarterback. So I'm just hoping that he plays well in the preseason. I think you were asking me where they're going to play.
Yeah, how do you think the preseason will play out? Do you think JJ plays a lot? Do you think Darnold plays a lot? Usually O'Connell's MO the last 2 seasons that he's been here is that his starters never saw the field. He would do all those works like they're going to go to Cleveland and have joint practices with the Browns, and that's where he runs his number ones in a controlled environment. What do you think has to happen in these 3 preseason games?
I think both of them are going to play. I mean, but Sam Darnold's going to play every game. He needs that experience. He needs to get used to the great receivers and people that we have. We got a great running back. We got an offensive line that's coming. They got to put this thing together so they can get off on a good start. Now, JJ, he needs to sit back and learn. And Sam has to get out there and perform. And they need him on the field to see just where he is as a professional.
Yeah, because this is his big moment. This is a prove-it contract, 1 year, $10 million. If he hits it and has a tremendous season, I mean, look at the money that Jordan Love just put in his pocket.
Oh, yeah, but not only that. If he hits it, it's going to be with the right team at the right time with the right coach. That's what he has going for him. And so I think that with all those things in play, we may have stumbled onto two really fine young quarterbacks. That's the way I feel about it. So I'm a Sam Darnold fan. Let's put it like this. I'm in his corner to help. I'm hoping that he realizes his ability and to be able to perform like he needs to. And that happens, Vikings got a chance to do some good things.
Yeah, there's a lot of pieces here, no doubt about it. Now, Kat, Maple Grove, game day.
Yes.
This could be a good combination. Either A, you have tickets, you meet all your buddies in Maple Grove because there's hotels there. You're not paying the through the roof that you get when you're downtown by the stadium.
1,000%.
You can park your car there. They have the park and rides you could take to the stadium, or you could take one car, get everybody in one car, and you're saving because the parking sometimes is as much as a game ticket.
It is.
Down by
and if anyone
US
ever
Bank
needs
Stadium.
a little, I do this every week. I'm a season ticket holder, and like I've got my whole bearings on this now, so I can maybe just run the shuttle from Maple Grove. Like we'll meet at Malone's, which is my favorite little joint. They can have a great Bloody Mary and then go down. But yeah, it's a perfect meeting spot. It's a perfect place to stay if you're coming from the West Side or North Dakota, where a lot of my family comes from to watch games. It's the perfect stop. And then going back there is super easy, and you can stay in an awesome hotel.
All right. So Restaurant Week is coming up in Maple Grove, and you mentioned Malone's is one of the staples of Maple Grove. You also have the Lookout, which is a unique family-owned business restaurant. And that's kind of the key here, why you guys have labeled yourself as the restaurant capital of Minnesota, because you have the big chains, you have those kind of restaurants, but you also have these very unique establishments.
Yeah, there's a little place called Lotus, which is one of my favorites. I've played music at the Lookout before with my band, so they have that kind of aspect going for them too.
Okay.
And, and when we were writing this jingle and we were going with the restaurant capital of the state, we were like, can we do this? And I was like, yeah, you can. Yes, because it's true. It's all very concentrated. Can you figure out another place that's nearby in the metro that has that much concentration of amazing restaurants and all over the place, right? And I absolutely love taking all of my clients there and like just having great food. And before games, it'll be perfect.
And Chuck, you've been to Maple Grove, even though you live in a different part of the metro.
Many
you head to Maple Grove just because of what they have to offer.
Exactly.
I hear we have to have a date out there at one of our places here.
We certainly have to do that because I go out there all the time.
Little Pittsburgh Blue date.
Yeah, Pittsburgh Blue, of course, and like I was telling you, a couple other places I go. And anyway, there's a lot of great restaurants out there, and that's one of my favorite places to be.
All right. It's Restaurant Week, August 12th through the 18th. And not only can you have great food, but they also have a passport, which I think is a pretty cool idea.
It's really awesome.
That you could go around to the different restaurants.
Got this little card, you present it, they punch it or stamp it. It's perfect.
And then you're lined up for some great deals, great discounts. And in the end, there's a grand prize if you complete your passport, correct?
Yes, that is correct. And I think it'll be easy to do. There's so many great places to get that little stamp.
All right. Well, we will take a break. And again, the website is experiencemaplegrove.com. That's where you can check everything out. Thank you so much for coming in. It's been a great pleasure. You're invited back anytime you want to talk Vikings during the season.
Yes.
Chuck, we could certainly invite her back, correct?
I would love that.
We better.
Oh, you got to.
Oh, for sure. No doubt about it. I'm used to my voice carrying, so.
Exactly. But she is the voice. right? She crushed it on The Voice season 6.
Yep. I'm like, I'm not even in her neighborhood.
Whatever. In a different way, you are.
No, I'm not in that neighborhood.
All right. Well, Kat, thank you very much for
Thanks.
coming in.
I can't
We
wait to be back.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
We will take a break. The JimBob Sports Jamboree, presented by 10K Construction, will return after this timeout.
On behalf of Vikings legend Chuck Foreman and Fox 9's Jim Rich, I'm Bob Sansevier, and I want to say thank you to all of our listeners and our radio partners, KXRA in Alexandria, KRWC in Buffalo, KDHL in Faribault and Owatonna, KDAL and WDSM in Duluth, WNMT in Hibbing, KTOE in Mankato, AM 660 The Bear, WBHR in St. Cloud, and Wild 102 FM in Roseau. Also, KWOA AM FM in Worthington, and KKBJ in Bemidji, and Bob Total Country serving the Twin Cities of Minneapolis, St. Paul, and surrounding areas. We'll talk to you later.